Ravenport is back, and it is better than ever. Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ. Today we're going to be taking a first look at the Ravenport 22 map from Celobuki, creator of Alma, Missouri, and Iowa Plains View. This map features pretty much all of the same areas that we got to see in Farming Simulator 19, but unlike back then, most everything actually works the way you would expect. There are some areas that have changed, some areas that have received additions, and even some areas that are completely different. And today I'm going to try and do my best to show you all of them so that you know exactly what to expect before Ravenport 22 is out, which will be for all platforms. Why don't we start with the map itself? This is our map, and it's fairly similar to the Farming Simulator 19 version. As I mentioned, the train system, unlike Farm Sim 19, does not go in a circle anymore, though it does kind of go around into here, and it comes out from up here. We do have silos spread out all around, so you can load that up if you want to, and then it takes a nice trek all the way around here. As a matter of fact, there it is right there. We're able to buy pretty much everything with the exception of some of the outside areas of the map. For example, you can't buy out here, you cannot buy the water, things like that, but you can buy pretty much everything around it. And some of the nice things about some of these areas is, for example, if we come over here to Cozy Wool Spinnery, for example, we can actually buy this, and then once we buy it, I could come in and then sell it. Now, I don't own it right now, but we'll show you that a little bit later. Basically, every production chain, you can delete the entire area around, which makes it so easy. Our main farm is going to be found right down here at the bottom right-hand corner, and furthermore, it's actually extended a little bit up into Farmland 54. So we've got both of these areas right here, which we had in Farming Simulator 19, but this was a sell point up here, and now we've got that. It also is showing a road coming down through here, but at least as of right now, that road does not exist. On the main farm, we have our silo, we've got a shed, we have a house, which is enterable, we have the chicken coop right down here below us. We do have some unenterable, just, let's say useless, more or less, buildings, but, well, that kind of sums up Farming Simulator 19 in a nutshell, so, yeah, those are still here. But unlike 19, not all of them are useless. Check this out! The big red barn that we wanted to use is like, why would you put a big red barn on a map and not let people use it? It's so stupid. Well, guess what? Now you can! A lot of these other buildings are unusable, so you may as well just delete them like we did back in Farm Sim 19. So like this building, for example, not usable. We come down here to the very bottom, right down here at the bottom of the farm. This building, completely unusable, very useless. We've got another one right here, completely useless, no usability there. The house is kind of interesting. So at Farming Simulator 19, I believe you came through here. Maybe the house was flipped around. I think possibly this house is a little bit backwards from the way that it used to be, but we could come in here, we can open this door, and we can come inside through here. Over here's where you sleep, and right here's where you change clothes. None of the doors open, but we do have access to the kitchen, stuff like that. But yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I think this house is actually turned around backwards from where it was back then. Of course, we have our easy shed, so you've got that if you want it. We have our silo over there, and then we have this little guy. This was another shed that a lot of people wanted to be able to use and couldn't. Well, now you can. It's usable. This left side doesn't open, but you can open the other two, so at least we've got that. So that makes things nice and easy. Ta-da! There's even a big door over here. You go in through there too. Now let's get away a little bit. Let's head down the road, and we are going to take a sharp left here, which brings us to a farm where we've got some animals. Oh, and just so you know, we do have chickens on the main farm as well. Boom, right here. Whole chicken coop. You could delete all of those buildings, by the way. Kind of makes it nice and easy. But we are going to pop over here. So we got a couple places here. We have a cow barn, we've got a shed, and we also have a sheep barn. So that makes things really cool. Instead of a big sell point area, this can now serve as like an animal place. And furthermore, we have a lot of placeables that go along with this. For example, if you wanted to have some of those buildings that are usable now, well, we have those. Even the Ravenport silo is on here. We got some purchasable items. So we have a fertilizer buy point, says fertilizer on the side. And then we've got this point right here, which is herbicide. Then we have another one, lime, and lastly, liquid fertilizer. Even the Ravenport farmhouse. There's also a few custom production chains, so if you guys are familiar with Alma or now the Iowa Plains View update, we have a juice factory in here as well as the fermenting silo. Same thing goes for the greenhouses. We have the custom greenhouses, 4 of those, and because we have custom animal pens, well, we have custom places to put them. So I think this would be super cool. Number one, if the triggers didn't argue with each other, but if we could put these like right beside each other, I think that would be so awesome. It won't work like that, so don't try. I don't think we have horses. No, we do have horses. That's right. So this is, I think, the same barn that we have from Alma, Missouri. No pigs as far as I could tell. No, nothing through there. No chickens either. Bees, none. Nope. So looks like we have sheep, cows, and horses. And in decorations or painting, landscaping, all that good stuff, we have an extended setup of things that we can paint with. So that's cool. So that is kind of your animal farm, I guess, in a way. Cows and sheep over here, just a normal barn there at the end of the day. Let's jump down to the ground and see what we've got in here. We'll open this up. Yeah, just a normal shed. So that brings us now across the way to the Cozy Wozy Traditional Spinnery. And this is going to be one of the first places where I show you about the new setup here. So first off, let's buy the place. Boom, 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 boom. We got our money. I think it was about $60,000. Now we can sell the place for $60K, and we're just left with an open area. So if you don't want the Cozy Wozy Spinnery, you don't have to have it. Now you could go in here. We've got full access to this. We don't own the land, so you're going to need to buy the land before you really do much of anything. I have a mod and stuff which allows me to do whatever I want on any land, no matter what. So if you're on PC, just get that. But if you're on consoles, you're going to need to buy this land before you do something to it. So buy the land. You'll be good. Of course, coming through, we have all of our farmlands and field areas, things like that, so you can buy different stuff. This whole area is purchased as 41. That's why there's no logo in the middle of that field right there. By the way, this whole area down here is kind of flattened out a little bit. Gives you a nice area to do some sell points or production chains, things like that. Downtown looks awesome. I really enjoyed downtown anyway back at Farm Sim 19. Kind of reminded me of a small mountainous town almost, or seaside town, whatever you want to be. Brings back a lot of memories being down on here. But one of the things I enjoyed was this placeable area down here where you could build your own farm, stuff like that. Well, this has remained. So you can come down here, you can build your own farm. You probably need to flatten out a little bit of this, but most of that work's been done for you already. A couple more sell points around this area. Like up here, we have the water tower sell point. Around here, we have methane stores. So we have methane on here now. It's all platforms. Everything everything Salabuki does is for all platforms. This is absolutely no different. And we have another area right here, the bakery. This is another one of those where you can take this, buy that, and then delete it. There you go. So you do get your money back after buying it, though. Again, you will need to buy the area, the land, before you can start building around on it. Just so you know. Now, up here at the top of the hill, we have something that's very iconic and probably one of the first stores a lot of you guys watching this used. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the store on Ravenport. Carlos Reliable Motors. In here, do what you need to do. Get you a tractor. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves one of these Porsche Juniors. And it pops it right here. Good to go. From here, we head down to the coast. And this is where we get one of our first things that have kind of been added to the game. The corn dryer. So this is kind of tossed right in the middle of this area here. I thought maybe we would be able to delete some buildings and stuff like that, but it looks like this area is completely blocked off. No being able to delete that stuff, but we can buy the corn dryer. You can't delete it though, so heads up there, you're not able to delete that. Then we can head on out and head down here. Bam! The sugar mill. We do have the sugar mill. This is another one of those where we can delete it. There's a couple things. There's a few placeable areas actually on the map where you can delete more than just one thing, which is kind of nice. Let's see, where do we buy this? Where is it? I know you can buy this. Where is it? Oh, it's right here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we buy that, then we could go here, sell it, and now the whole area is just wide open. You can put whatever you want down through there, and you're good to go. Moving on down a little bit further, we have the oil mill. This one is exactly the same. So if you want to use it, have it as a sell point, you could do that. Now we own it, and now it is gone. So there is that. Making our way down even further, we got the train down there coming across. Looking good. Very nice. I can't remember if the train from 19 was reused in 22 or if that's a new one, because it looks exactly like the train should look like. I don't know. We also have our maple-filled Goldcrest Valley set up. So, of course, that kind of is a throwback to older farming simulator games. And through here, we have our silo set up. Oh, well, let me pass that point. Interesting. Oh, what is there? I wonder. There is a block of some sort there. There's actually a few blocks. I'm using F5 here to kind of see where things are. So I guess that would probably prevent the train from bringing anything that shouldn't be brought. I'm guessing. Of course, over here, we can rent the train if we need to. We've got a place right there where we can throw it in a silo or sell. And then around through here, we've got another place where we can sell. I have reported to Celebuki these markers. One of them should be out there, I think. And then that one should be down here. So just more sell points and things like that. And then if we spin it right around, this area down here, I think, is an area where a lot of people would do jumps, because there was a way to kind of get inside of one of these containers and do the jump. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have included that as a thing, which bit of a bummer, but is what it is. Also, you may notice some of these rocks are higher quality. Some of them are not so much. It just kind of is what it is. Oh, and we have the pier down there as well. We should go visit the pier after we visit the beach restaurant, which gets me down the hill a little bit quicker. It's just another place where you can come, sell point, can't interact with it or anything. Just a nice sell point. So then let's make our way over here. Now back at Farming Simulator 19, you could go down, I believe. Looks like we are able to. I know in Farm Sim 22, I was only able to see into the build mode so far. Yeah, like right here, that's as far in as I could get. So let's see how far we can get here. There's a car out here too. If I'm able to get out here, that means you could easily drive something out here. So that's not completely out of the question. And it looks like this area right here, you can see the red line there. That is going to be our marker. And yep, that is the edge of the map. Also, coming around, you can't jump off here either. It will not let you jump off. That is so interesting. What we can do if we want to go down there, though, is just walk down the stairs. There you go. It's kind of open right here in the middle. So if you wanted to drive a tractor up and down through there, they've actually made it kind of easy for you guys to get vehicles in and out, up and down through there. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Down on the beach, let's say we'll jump down here. It's fairly sparse, nothing too crazy. We can get out into the water, and it stops us right there. As you can tell, you will be able to get stuck in that water, so be careful. Otherwise, the beach is just kind of, well, it's the beach for Farming Simulator. There you go. Going over to one of the larger areas, we have Carpentry, Sawmill, and Sawmill yet again up here. This is an absolutely massive setup and area, but as you probably expect, we could do a few little fun things here. Let's go in, let's buy that, and then we can sell it. And then we've got another one down here, which I'm just going to fast travel over to because I don't care. Boom. There we go. Carpentry. Yep, we'll buy that. Boom, boom, boom. Sell that. So the buildings that we had from Farming Simulator 19 are now sold and done. You're not able to get rid of this building for some reason. That is what it is. But now you've got an absolutely massive area to do placeables. Your buyable land takes up the majority of that land, so you're good there. Now the BGA. Let's head over there and talk about that for a little while. So this, again, it's like a normal BGA. You guys know how to use them. We've got a place for doing silage and chaff. We've got our fermenter over here and all the digesters and things like that. And we're going to go ahead and buy it. Yes. Haha. So we bought it. It costs $300,000. And we could come in here and delete it. So we get $300,000 back. And you may see there's a couple lights set up here as well. So if you guys want lights, cool. It's actually labeling them as bunker silos. I don't know why, but we get an extra 120 grand for those. So now we've sold those. You've actually made a little bit of money. And because you bought the BGA, you've actually bought this land as well. That is kind of maybe the only thing. You're unable to sell this land once you bought it. At least I can't figure out how to sell it. It won't let me do it the normal way. So that is what it is. But you own this now, so you could build your own farm. I see a lot of people probably using this that way. Kind of making our way down just a little bit. We have a bale sell point. There's really nothing too wild and crazy about this. Just a place to sell bales. And then right down here around the back corner of this red building, we have the place where you buy your animals. So right through here, you buy for cow barn, chicken pasture, missing item. I've reported that, etc. By the way, you can also sell all of those animal pens if you want to. Oh, something tells me I am stuck. Yep. Well, that's fine. Making our way down the road a little bit more, we've got another silo system here, another place to rent the train, and a place to transport stuff from one place to another. Should be right around the corner. We have our silo system where you can unload. Yep, right there. On down a little bit further, we have this area up here, which is the mansion area. Now, I'm going to buy that land because in order to do what I want to do, you actually have to own the land. You can't go up here and buy anything. It just kind of is what it is. But you're able to delete the whole thing. So if you wanted to do that, you can. Look at that. And we still have some of the trees and decorations, but all of that stuff can either be cut down or deleted, and you can paint over everything. It's doable, man. This would be another really cool place to put your farm. I always wanted to have a farm up there, kind of on top of the hill, but I never had the opportunity to. Now you can. Then we make our way north a little bit. We've got ranch up here. So this area where, just a sell point, you may remember I did like a quadruple, triple, double, mega dump thing from a bunch of tippers. This is where I did it right here. Otherwise, it's really just your sell points. But there's something down below that we want to take a look at, and that's going to be the horse ranch. Now these are movable and etc. as well, so we can delete these if we want to. 150 there, 100 there, but we do need to own this land down here. So we're going to buy the land. Now we're showing our horse stables, so we've got those, and now we could just delete this stuff if we want to. I'll show it to you first, that way you can see it. But yeah, we're going to delete. There we go. Boom. Delete. A lot of people don't do horses on their maps. Me, I don't either. So now I've just got this whole area. I can do whatever I want to now with it. Bit of a sandbox. This is like if Farming Simulator 19 actually gave us everything that we wanted on Ravenport. Yeah. Continuing down the road. Here we have the dam, so we are able to see that. There you go, like that. You can drive across it, do what you want to through there. If you don't want to go up there, we have the train tracks, which a lot of people used back then. Or there's a bridge down at the bottom. You can use that as well. There's many other bridges around too. So many setups through there. And if you want to have a little bit of fun, you might be able to get down here with like a, oh goodness, I don't know, like a TLX 2022 or something like that, maybe 3500, do a little bit of off-roading, see if you can get down in there without damaging your vehicle. And then we have the beach here, which I built affordable housing for in a video back in Farm Sim 19. Might have to relive that one a little bit. That was a lot of fun. We do have some forestry areas. You may look at it and say, I don't remember forestry being around through here. Well, they've added, I think, 2 or 3 different new forestry items. 2 to be precise. And then that is where your sale goes to Alma, Missouri, which is kind of neat. Back over here, we have another setup. This is just kind of like a sell point, more or less. Let's see, where are we at? Up here. Bam. Grain elevator west. So you've got that. You can also buy the land around that. We've got the road, which goes around towards the side. That over there, you actually can't, like, get in here. So yeah, it's just nothing. And then over here, this is pretty cool. So this kind of brings us back around because we visited basically all of the areas down through here, with the exception of maybe the dairy, which, yeah, you can take it, you could sell it if you want to. So there's just another one there. But down here, we've got the well skeleton, which is super awesome. Let's see, did they include the whale thing? Former whale, yes! That just hilariousness. And then down through here, we've got just some little areas and an area here where you can walk across And I don't think we can go up in there. Guess there's no point in not trying. I think I'm going too fast. Drop it down. Boop. Nah, it doesn't look like we're able to get up in there. But it does exist, which is pretty cool. And then we get here. You get some really good screenshots. There are collectibles on the map. There's also pre-placed dairy, sawmill, carpentry, bakery with 3 new products. We have cornbread, sweet cornbread, and pumpkin pie. For the oil plant, sugar mill, grain mill, which will take your corn as well as produce corn flour, which can be sold or sent to the local bakery where you can make corn bread. There's also the corn dryer, as we mentioned, and so much more. The juice factory works exactly like it does on Alma, Missouri and Iowa Plainsview, and you've got other things as well. We mentioned the herbicide, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and lime tanks, the fermenting silo, and things like that. So it's just super neat. I mean, it is Ravenport. It kind of even looks like it's been just kind of ported over from Farm Sim 19 into 22. For example, some of the rocks are not super HD. I was actually playing on my laptop a little bit earlier, which plays in 1080p medium instead of 4K max, like I do all these videos on. And yeah, it looks about the same. Otherwise, I think that is about everything. Can we delete this? We can. Oh, this is an area I didn't know about. Hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. Should be about right in here, right? Yeah, there we go. We bought the land. Construction area sold. So now you can actually just put a house there. Oh, let's do that. Here we go. Boom, 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 bam. Haha. Then we got a house there. Super cool. And if you didn't know, yes, we can get rid of these buildings if you want, so you can set this up however you want. You don't have to worry about having things that are pre-placed or there or not there and this and that. This is also where the pathway went. You could easily paint that if you want to, but yeah, it doesn't show. And yes, just to show you, all of these buildings can be deleted. Every single one of them. You don't have to leave anything setting. You can customize this all you want. So if you want to put some animals over here, maybe you want to plow this whole thing up and create just your own nice area, well, bam. There's nothing here. With the exception of the American flag, which I don't know why you would want to delete, but they have made it sellable. That didn't feel right, but hey, it is what it is. You've got it all if you need it. Because that is it for this one. That is your first look at Ravenport 22 for Farming Simulator 22 on all platforms by Salobuki. If you have any questions, please let me know those down in the comment section below. If you saw anything you really liked or if you saw something you didn't like, hey, let me know that stuff down there as well. The map is currently with Giant Software at the time of releasing this video, and hopefully we'll see it soon. Nonetheless, just hope you have a great day. See you guys later.